everybody, it's Heather with Go Gamer Mole, and today I'm going to be talking about the recent community day that we had for Seedot. Now that happened yesterday, which was May 24th, and it ran from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And it was the stay-at-home edition, just like Abra was the month before. The big difference, though, is, for this particular community day, was the overwhelming amount of shinies that you could get for Seedot. Now, I could make a video and show you every single one of them that we got, every catch, every research one, all that sort of stuff, but it would be a very long video because the amount of shinies was a lot more than it has been. I mean, the boosted rate on that was just off the charts. And because this event was 6 hours, you definitely could stock up on a bunch of them. So, with that being said, I'm just going to get straight to the point and let you know who won this particular shiny competition. So, my 3 accounts combined got a total of 75 Shiny Seedots, and John's 3 accounts got 84. So as you can see, that is quite a bit of shinies and a lot of footage we'd have to go through. Now, some highlights of that is that I did manage to get a couple of 3-star shinies from some of the research. I got one from a research task that we picked up at a Pokestop, and I had gotten one through the research that you could pay the $1 for, which was pretty cool. And I was able to make a decent Shiftry, and I have that here. He's a little bit too big for Great League, but he could be used in Ultra League if I want to use him in PvP. Now, Shiftry, when you evolved him during Community Day, would get his Community Day move, which was Bullet Seed. And it's a pretty easy move to use, and it's pretty quick charging, and it's not bad. It's one of the better grass moves. So I just kind of want to touch on, they had the special research that you can get for 99 cents, and it had 4 different stages to it. It was pretty straightforward, and you could get a bunch of different prizes for it. So I'm just going to tell you what the prizes are, because the steps were kind of just like catch 15, evolve this, do that. So very, straightforward. But the prizes, which is worth the 99 cents to me, is that you get 10 Pokeballs, 3 insects, 5 golden raspberries, 5 silver pineapple berries, 1 puffin for your buddy, a rocket radar, which is cool, 3 rare candy, 4,000 XP, 13,000 stardust, which is huge if you're powering up different things for PvP. You also got 60 Seedot candy. You got 2 Seedot encounters, and like I said, one of those was a shiny for me, a Nuzleaf encounter, and a Shiftry encounter. So that was pretty cool to pay the 99 cents to get those things. I know some people don't want to pay extra stuff in the game, and that's fine. I mainly just did it because, some of these things that you got as a prize cost more than 99 cents. So it was worth it to do that. Now, one of the big things also that happened this weekend besides Community Day for Seedot was the voting for Community Day for June and July. And that was done through Twitter. So on May 23rd at 9 p.m., they opened up the polls, and it was for 24 hours, and you could vote via Twitter on 4 different Pokemon. And those 4 Pokemon were Weedle, Gastly, Sandshrew, and Squirtle. So I have here the results of that, and they've already announced these community days, but Weedle got 34%, Gastly got 32%, Squirtle got 23%, and Sandshrew got 11%. And that was based on 671,633 votes that were cast, which is kind of strange because there's quite a few people that play Pokemon Go. There's about 10 million people that play across the globe, so only 6.7% of people voted. So actually that kind of sounds normal compared to how we normally vote for different things. So anywho, so June 20th is going to be the next community day for Weedle, and Weedle, its evolved form of Beedrill can be evolved, and it will get the community day move of Drill Run. Weedle's evolved forms, Weedle in a shiny form is kind of a little more yellow. Kakuna is a nice kind of like lime green, and then Beedrill is a brighter green but not quite like lime green. And that's going to be pretty cool to get quite a few of those. And right now we don't know if it's going to have different bonuses or if it's going to be completely stay at home because it's so far out in the future, so we'll have to see how things are going with that. Gastly is going to be the community day for July. They have not announced the specific date for that as well. And again, we don't know if it's going to be completely stay at home or if it's going to be one where you could go out and do a bunch of different tasks, nor do we know how they're going to do some of the bonuses and stuff. So we're just kind of still, seeing how that's going to go, but it is definitely going to be the community day Pokemon. So the shiny form for Gastly, the cloud behind it tends to be a little bit more blue instead of purple. Haunter doesn't look too much different. It's a slightly lighter purple. And then Gengar is slightly lighter purple. Now, if you remember, we've had a special Gengar raid day. We also had the Party Hat Gengar that came out earlier this year that allowed you to get the shiny version of a Gengar. So you probably already have that. You may not have a Haunter unless you evolved a Gastly shiny that you've gotten. And Gastly is hard to get as a shiny since it's already an existing shiny out there. It does nest, and I've gotten it a few times. You can usually get it from a quest as well. A lot of times it's the one, send 5 gifts to friends. If there's not really an event going on, you can get a Gastly. And I think there's a couple other ones mixed in there as well. But Gastly is already an existing shiny, which is one of the reasons why I kind of wasn't leaning towards voting for it. Although my vote was going to be for, besides Weedle, is going to be Sandshrew. And even though it already has an existing shiny, it is really hard to come by. Oh, and Gengar will learn the move Shadow Punch, which is a ghost type move. Gengar is pretty good in doing raids, but it is considered a glass cannon because it can pack a lot of punch when it attacks, but it doesn't take attacks very well. So we'll have to see how that goes. But not too bad. Again, I could show you like a million pictures of us having the Seedots. I've shown some different things on the side here as I was talking, but honestly, I think it was a little bit too many shinies. I'm the shiny queen, I love getting shinies, but when you're getting over 20 some per account that you're getting, it gets kind of redundant, but also takes kind of the specialness away from getting those shinies. So now I have plenty that I can trade back and forth between my accounts to try to get a lucky shiny. And then I guess if anyone needs one down the road, I can always trade them, but I don't know. I kind of like it when it's harder to get. I kind of want to have to work for a prize than just to have it handed to me. So, I don't know. So anyway, in this particular competition of shinies, John still managed to beat me. So, I'll have to try again on the next community day and see what I get. I'm not saying take away all the shinies and make them really hard, but that was quite a bit. And maybe they were just doing it because people don't necessarily want to play a full 6 hours doing community day. But people like us, we play the entire event. So we'll see. And hopefully the photo bomb thing will work for Weedle because it'd be pretty cool to see a shiny on the overlay like we had for Abra and for the Trickster Pokemon that came out earlier this year. So that is all I have to say about Community Day. I just want to give you an update on how we did yesterday and give you a overview of the stuff that's going to be coming up soon for the next 2 Community Days. Well, if it's not a stay-at-home edition, we'll probably have more footage of us going out and doing different things, but we'll have to see how that works. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. How did you guys do during Community Day? Did you get a ton of Seedots? I'm pretty sure you probably did. Let us know what you think on that. And did you do the special research for 99 cents? And do you find value in it as well? Because I think it's a great deal and it's fun to do, and it gives you an opportunity to get some higher IV Pokemon than you would normally get in the wild. So please continue to follow us on social media, like and subscribe to our video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe to our channel. And you can also follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GoGamerMole. See you in the next video.